Hiya! So basically, we made our ancillary texts to make our products professional, really, and to give them authenticity.
Yeah, so for my ancillary text, I created a magazine advert and also a DVD cover. So for my magazine advert, I decided to include the colour yellow. So our main symbol in our music video is yellow for the flower. And it kind of symbolises a sense of youth, but also it symbolises their love, as people find out towards the end. So the title of the actual home itself I've put in yellow, and I've also put the flower right at the front. And if you notice when you look at it, there's a image of the main female character on the front. And so I decided to do this because it kind of, before the audience see the actual video, they can look at it and they already are able to relate and also recognise one of the characters. So instantly there's that engagement between the audience and the characters in the music video. At the bottom I've put music video out now in capital letters. I've kind of gone for a modern theme, so I thought that because our audience are mainly kind of like for the young audience, so kind of teenagers maybe, and young adults basically. So I think if we go for a more contemporary one, then it kind of appeals to them more. For my DVD cover, I decided to do a background of both of the characters, but it's significant in this one because you can see the figures, but you can't actually see the faces, and I think that kind of draws attention to it because people ask questions like, oh, well, who are these characters, and you kind of want to find out more. And that being the main like album cover or DVD cover, it kind of intrigues people. And I also went for a kind of simple look on this one as well, because sometimes kind of I think that less is more, really. And if there was too much on there, people wouldn't really be connecting with the real idea or the theme. And I've also kind of included a warm treatment as well, so that highlights the main feelings of the video, but also links with youth, love, summer. So you kind of get those ideas just from looking at it before you've actually watched it, and that's what I've kind of gone for, is like stating the theme before you've actually seen it. So that's why I hope that my ancillary texts are good.
I've also chosen to do a magazine article and DVD cover for our production. I chose these two things because I thought I could do them well. Trying to advertise the product correctly. So, for example, on my DVD cover, the background's like a pale yellow. Linking back to what Yasmin said, it's like the colour of the sunflower, and the sunflower symbolises their love. So I had a pale yellow background, and then on the spine of the DVD cover I've got like slightly pink fading up, which links to like the sunset, which after the sunset in the video you'll find out, you know, that's when they see each other again and fall back in love. On the front cover of the DVD cover, on the very front bit of it, it's got the actors' names at the top, and then below that in big bold letters, it's got the title of the music video in a sort of classical font to emphasise the sort of calming tone in the music rather than something bold and jagged. The main image on the front of the cover is 3 Polaroids stacked together because they're old and retro, and it's got images and stills from the actual music video in it, as well as a field of sunflowers, because the sunflowers obviously symbolise their love, and that's the main picture on top. And on those Polaroids I've got the name of the video, Home, the song, written again underneath it in a font which looks like handwriting, so it looks like someone's actual images and memories, which links back to the nostalgia of the piece. Along the bottom of the front of it I've got a line from the song, as long as we're together, doesn't matter where we go. Just you know, that's sort of like one of the main sort of pieces of the song, like the couple find a home together. On the back of it, I've got 5-star reviews from different places and quotes saying what they thought was good about it. So it's apparently The Guardian said it was a true masterpiece, which was lovely of them. And then it's got a synopsis of the video on it, other productions that we've done, such as Indominus. It mentions Gabrielle Aplin, as obviously it's her single that we've used. And then it's got a little bit of information about the actors. For example, we've got Golden Globe nominee Finley Stone. Yeah. It's got our company logo on the back and the DVD logo, and it says that it's on YouTube, and it's available on widescreen and HD, and it says that it's rated U because anybody can watch it. It's just a simple love story, really. The song's very sweet and calming. My magazine article, it being something like Hello Magazine or even Country Living, because it's a sort of country acoustic slow song that I think a lot of people will relate to. The background for this one's sort of like a light pink colour, and all the text on this is black, which really contrasts with the pink. Again, it's got the reviews from it and quotes from people who've seen it. Small writing, it says Lionstone Pictures Presents, which is obviously our company, and it's got the main image, which is on the DVD cover. Below that, got a line which says the heartwarming story behind Aplin's beautiful song, so just explaining what the video is about, the story that we came up with. And then it says it comes out in May 2017, and that comes out in iTunes format, DVD format, and on YouTube. So just simple, letting people know what it is, when it's out, when they can access it, and that's about it. Sorry, connection issues. Yes.
Yeah.
So the combination of all of our ancillary texts with our production was effective because it advertised it all the way up until the production release, which obviously got people's interest in it, made people hopefully want to watch it more.
I also think that it's good how different our ancillary texts are. So, you know that there's a variety of different ads out there, and different people can it shows that you can kind of interpret the video in whatever way you want, really. But I think that the overall message that we got across in each of our ancillary texts, what it's about, so people can guess, but without giving away the whole story, you know what it's about by looking at each of our ancillary texts. And I think that's really effective in combining with our actual media product, because you need to give that idea to let people know what they're watching, but without them knowing the whole story. So
they know it's simple, they know it's about love, and they know it's about a couple, but they don't know much more than that, really.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your questions.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.